Okay, we don't have
Theme tune.
a theme tune because I didn't put it in this one.
Oh no. Film 2022.
You forgot what year
Barry
it was.
Norman. Yay.
Oh, good.
It's us.
Any fucking chance you get to sing. Any chance.
I wouldn't have called that more of a warble than a sing.
It's a warble. You
warble.
rate yourself. So, this is our first
Like
Celluroids in a
Petula
while.
Clark. Yeah.
Because we've been a bit busy.
We've been
It's a bit
busy. Life's
difficult.
got in the fucking way,
Life's
man.
got in the way
There's been
this
a
year.
pandemic.
This year's been awkward. Because I've been telling everyone with my sort of home situation, everything's back to normal in that. It's not. It's very.
No.
My life is involved with now just
Chaos.
doing,
Chaos.
It's just
You like Sid Barrett.
getting over things like this. I thought
You
it'd be
like
a lot
Sid
quicker,
Barrett.
but they're
you
not.
You like Leo Sayer. You have a similar chaotic life to Leo
I
Sayer.
do. Why is this moving? This shouldn't
It's
move.
you that's moving.
Oh, there we
shit.
go.
That's us.
Okay,
Now listen, there may be a dental call.
there may be a dental call, and I'll keep you going.
We'll just keep going. I'll just. They can.
It
my
doesn't
teeth.
matter.
My
They're not private.
teeth
They're
aren't
for
private.
they're the nation's
They're,
teeth.
they're for the consumption of everyone.
Okay, so
Right.
Celluroids.
Yay!
Yay!
Back.
Now, I chose this film,
Wiggy Wiggy Wild Wild West.
and I will
Is it
apologise.
Wild Wild West?
No,
We'll
it's
watch it.
not.
No.
I'll apologise because I remember this being a stupid fun film.
No, it's a dark
It's-
film.
A stupid film.
It's better than the Meg.
I enjoyed the Meg.
No, the Meg's shit, man.
It is shit.
The Meg's like
I
this
enjoyed
on
it.
steroids, but piss steroids. Like it's all gym muscles, but no strength.
Oh, Deep
This
Blue
is-
Sea.
Mm-hmm.
Deep Blue
Thomas
Sea.
Jane. I just watched a Thomas Jane thing called Troppo.
Uh-huh.
It's an Australian thing he's kind of produced, and he's like he's playing a detective who's kind of hiding out. He's troubled history, and him and this crazy chick are like solving crime.
Oh,
It's all crocodiles, and it's a steamy Australian.
steamy.
It's good.
Okay.
And because Thomas Jane was also in my favourite TV show, The Expanse.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful in that. Where's
Couldn't
a
get into
Hartwell? Loved it, man. You need to give it another chance.
Directed
Ah,
by Rennie Harlin.
Jesus.
The worst director.
No, I think this for a Harlan film, this isn't bad.
He's only done one good film.
Right.
Cliffhanger.
Cliffbanger.
Fine film.
Cliffbanger.
Silly, funny.
John Lithgow.
Hamming it up.
Brilliant.
One of the greatest stunts ever in movie history, where they really did,
Michael Rocker.
do a line between
Her
two planes.
out of Northern Exposure with the mole.
Who's a complete fucking right wing crazy person now.
Is she turned nasty?
Super right wing.
Oh, that's a shame.
Super right wing. You wouldn't think, but
No, pretty.
yeah,
Butter
yeah.
wouldn't melt.
no.
I like it though.
Budget
Mm-hmm.
82 million. Not 82 million now. 82 million 23 years
That's it.
ago.
The word on water.
That costs a lot.
Waterworld showed you. Waterworld
Is it 4
ended up.
people for every single person
Waterworld ended up making its money back, like last year.
last year or something?
Yeah, something like
The
that.
problem is with water. I'm a surfer. I know what water is.
Mhm.
And when you see all these actors going to work on like Avatar and they're holding their breath for like 4-6 minutes or whatever, it's very dangerous.
It's like when they made the
Not
Abyss.
keen.
The
That was just chaos.
It bleached everybody's hair.
Yeah. And Ed Harris put that helmet on
Fuck, I love Ed Harris.
and just filled up with water, and he had to pretend that he was breathing in it.
That is
That's too
That-
dangerous.
that when she dies and he brings her back, that is the greatest piece of male emotive acting that's ever been on.
I think
cinema.
so too. I think it was
He's
wonderful.
he's crying, but it's masculine. It's wonderful. Mention,
Oh, boo-hoo.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
gotcha,
good. What a
gotcha.
performance.
So,
Mhm.
it's starring
I've not seen this film for 10 years.
the Wooden.
My mum and dad visited last night. I
Oh,
didn't
no.
watch it. I think I'm good though. I've seen this film about 20 times. Let's go.
You didn't fucking watch it.
No, but let's see how I can
You're
get
off. Wait, what were you doing all yesterday? Lying doing nothing because you're ill,
off.
and you couldn't watch it. Oh my god! I've done. Look,
Let's see
look.
I'm telling you, I know what's happening. I've got it. I've seen
All
this
my
film a lot.
notes starring the
It's-
Wooden Saffron Burrows.
Saffron
Awful.
Burrows
Yeah.
sounds like she should be in Watership Down.
Okay,
It's
but
like Bigwig and Saffron.
have you seen her recently?
Is she gone a little bit leatherette?
A lot of work,
Oh,
and
shit.
it's
She's a
bad.
bonny girl though.
She was.
Where else was she in?
Cannot act. Don't know.
She was in this.
I've never seen her in
and
anything.
She's in a film with Malcolm McDowell, Gangster Number 1.
Right, okay.
and that's about it.
To be fair, Malcolm McDowell does so many films. I think I've been in several.
But Malcolm McDowell, Gangster #1, Paul Bettany film. You ever seen it?
No.
He plays the rise of this gangster, London gangster. It's very good, and Malcolm McDowell plays him as an older man,
All right, okay.
and it's worth a watch.
So he lost a lot of height in his age.
Oh, a lot of height. He's shrunk. Well, everyone.
Thomas
does.
Jane, you actually do see in this that he's 5'4" occasionally, and they're very careful
Is he a
about
wee
it.
guy?
He seems to be, because I know Samuel L. Jackson's not short, but he towers him,
So
and so does Saffron Burrows.
he's one of these guys, Thomas Jane. He's a B ranker, isn't he? He's had a good career.
He's
though.
had some good films.
What's his big one?
Mist.
That's it. But he was bigger, and then he went into that. He's in the Face Off.
Was he in that?
Is he not in the prison?
Can't remember.
I feel like he is.
The last thing I saw him in was a few years ago was The Predator, where he had Tourette's. It was awful.
I had a whole lot of good things
Awful.
about that film, but it's not good.
There was nothing good about that film. It was junk.
Yeah, it was junk. It was
Junk. Embarrassing junk.
Yeah.
You have Samuel L. Jackson in it.
So how the hell? Because in his film, in his contract, he always has to play golf.
Okay.
How can you play golf in the sea?
They maybe just never filmed in the sea. Have you thought of that? This was in the studio.
Was it? There's a lot of water. How'd you
Yeah,
get water
for
in
a
there?
minute.
How'd
For
you
a
get-
minute.
How'd you get water?
Do you
into a
notice how
studio?
often he's outside?
Aye.
He walks from a helicopter, he goes indoors,
Aye.
the rest of it's on set.
Well, he's kind of playing like he's like a black Steve Jobs.
Yeah, kind of that. He's
But
the money
kinda,
man.
But he's always got that street thing going.
The kind of temperate in this where
Yeah,
his
he's being more.
his hardness comes from his mountaineering and the disaster in the mountain. Which I think he implies he ate someone in it.
He does. He's Donner Party in it. You know why Donner kebabs are called Donner kebabs?
Why?
Named after the Donner Party where they cannibalise each other.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Now, there was the Hills of Ice,
Uh-huh.
for our international listeners.
Uh-huh. Are you talking about the original one with that
The-
pin-headed guy?
Yeah, but any of them,
Bit rapey.
it's not fake. It's based on a Scottish family.
Sonny Bean thing's not real.
It was.
No, Sonny Bean.
Fucking was!
Sonny Bean was the English propaganda against the Scots.
It was
It
real.
wasn't real.
It was real.
Sorry, pal.
Scottish family. Didn't start
Didn't
with me.
happen, no.
Scottish
They
family.
made a film called Sonny Bean with David Heyman. Have you seen it?
No.
Watch it.
Is it good?
We'll have to do it.
Okay, we'll do
It's
it.
about Scottish cannibals in Edinburgh. Let's watch it. That's the
Not
next one.
unusual.
I'll
not
even
unusual.
watch it.
And we got recommended we should do a film, and it's a good choice. Darkman, which I
Oh, I
enjoy.
love Darkman. Have you seen
Darkman's good.
Darkman 2 with Vosloo?
I have seen it. Now
Ah,
I have
so-
seen it,
Uh-huh.
and I can't remember a thing about it.
It's got Chuckles.
can't
is back.
remember a
Dr.
thing.
Chuckles.
Yeah,
Dr. Chuckles.
he's back in it, and he's great. But
yeah.
and that was good at the time because he was playing a handicapped guy on LA Law,
It was L.A. Law. Or, I think
It was something
L.A.
like
Law.
that.
Yeah, he was a recurring character.
and then it was a bit
it was like Benny from East
exactly.
from Emmerdale.
Yeah, Crossroads.
Crossroads.
Oh, I'm a
Now,
genius.
now.
So,
How's it begin? How's it open?
oh wait, LL Cool J.
Oh.
LL Cool J
God,
is
he
the
was-
best thing about
He
this
was
film.
big for no. The Parrot's the best thing, but he was good. He was big for a while. He's in You're Either SWAT or You're Not.
Oh yeah,
You notice
so-
how
yeah.
I'm filling the time
Because you don't have you didn't watch this film.
No, I have.
Yeah.
How's it open? Right, I know what it opens. It's on the sea.
Uh-huh.
It's beautiful people on a boat.
Just don't look at me
And I-
like you're
no,
asking me.
no,
You're meant to, where's all your notes?
There's no notes. The notes are all in here.
I
like
put
papyrus.
a yacht, open sea.
Posh,
You're looking at.
women with boobs. Is a naked
No,
boobs.
there's not.
bikinis.
Don't guess. There's two couples
Uh-huh.
getting a bit frisky. Right.
Is there a
There's
bit of
alcohol.
lotion on the buttocks?
There's a bit of lotion. Right.
You shouldn't have drink.
But because they're having a sexy time, death is required.
And there's a shark.
And a shot. No, someone goes bump. I go, what's that? And the girls are being girls. They freak out a
That's
bit.
something happens to me. When I get up in the morning because my big cock bashes the door when I'm running to the toilet.
That's there forever.
Bump.
That's there forever. Jesus.
Bump.
So anyway, I'm going to tell you what happened.
How's the wheat-free, the Weetabix getting on? No, it's still
That's
working.
great.
That's good.
Really good.
Well, I'm increasing my
good.
wheat, and I'll tell you what.
You're feeling a bit. You're making up the gluten shortfall.
The
that I've
gluten.
taken.
It's practically gluten. That's
Oh my
all
God.
that's in there.
You're just gluten.
It never goes. Even when it's soft, it's
Did
big.
you just fire gluten
Even when
everywhere?
it's soft, it's big now.
Well,
it's gluten.
I can't get near you.
It's like
I will inflate.
it's so it's something's bumping onto the fiberglass.
And a noise.
That's me in the paddling pool.
Does you calm down? And they're getting nervous.
And
then a shark breaks through the bottom of the boat. Now, it's a catamaran. So the problem is with that, it doesn't break through the hull. It breaks through the centre bit, which is about 6 foot off it. So it's had to jump a fair distance.
They can jump though.
Yeah, but
Great white sharks.
to be
can
fair,
breach.
these are super sharks.
Great white sharks can breach. Now hold on, before we get, you know me, I like to pick apart things.
Right. Okay.
If you are working,
Try and keep the mic towards you.
that's all I'll do.
There we
Even
go.
a super shark would know to do that.
Yeah.
If you were looking for a cure for Alzheimer's,
Which
is it Alzheimer's?
This is it's about a cure for Alzheimer's.
Would you not use super chimps?
No, because this goes on the old thing that sharks don't get ill in any way.
That's a
And
lie.
It used to be sharks
they
don't get cancer.
They do get cancer.
And this started in Cuba,
Ah,
because you couldn't go to Cuba in the 80s.
Yeah.
It was
yeah.
they had the cure for cancer, and it was from sharks, and it was a complete myth.
A lie.
Complete myth.
But what I'm saying is, how do you transfer brain juice from a shark
Well,
into a human
apparently,
being? It's not
it's
going to work.
a giant 4-foot long needle, and you just stab it in.
No,
from what I
but
could see.
it's not a mammal. It's not going to be compatible. But if it had a super chimp or a super orangutan,
But when you go in a hospital with burns now, they just put fish skin on you.
fish skin. Oh well, that's
So-
fish skin are slightly different.
Well, basically, what happens in this? It's a bit like what we just talked about, the predator,
Mhm.
where the next stage in human evolution was autism.
Right, here's one for you.
Offensive.
Here's one.
Mhm.
Why do they need to be at sea with it? Could they not just have it in a fucking sea world with a shark in it?
You just don't know how films work, do you? You have no concept.
No, but you're building yourself up for a kind of. It's a base floating
They-
about,
Now,
which is very susceptible to bad weather conditions.
okay, I will point something out here.
Well,
Because if you watched the film, you would have heard them saying, we picked it up really cheap and
Oh.
we couldn't afford a facility on land.
SeaWorld.
So,
There's a sea life centre in St Andrews. They picked it up for £1,000.
and
There's a zoo for sale down in England.
do you know
Brighton Zoo's
we were
closing.
surfing once
Uh-huh.
at the back, because the waves very occasionally came in the back of the
Uh-huh.
Sea Life Centre.
It does. Yeah.
And you could get a little wave there.
a seal once washed off. A wave
Oh,
came in,
yeah,
the
I
seal
could
said,
believe
"Fuck
that."
this."
We were surfing there and they all ran out. Get away from here. And we were like, get the fuck. They thought we were going to steal the animals
Oh well.
because we were surfing there.
Oh well.
Is that not bizarre?
By the look of you.
So we were like,
So
yeah,
hold
come
on.
out and get
So
us.
the shark's
But
trying to chew its way into the
It's
boat.
trying to chew its way into the boat.
It's hungry.
And it goes out and it rams the side of the boat.
Yeah.
And then it goes to ram again. It's about to get them.
Stops.
Stops.
And you get the
mid-flight.
shot. Is it Thomas Jane?
Oh, and the
Is
light
it
behind
does
him.
it just come up at his
And he's
bulge?
like, it's all wet.
Because he likes that kind of thing. He's always
It's a
wearing that
tank
wet
top sort of
tank top
wetsuit,
suit, yeah.
which is very hot.
Is
if
he
you're
on the
not in
boat
water.
himself?
Himself.
He's like a kind of. He's like the guy,
Harpoons it.
He's like Bob Peck from Jurassic Park. He's like that.
He's got that. Yeah, he's that sort of
dangerous.
person.
He's got a backstory you don't know.
The shark is furious.
I've not seen this film, and I know what's happening. See that? The sharks.
Cuts to Los
It's
Angeles.
like, but it's like that.
Oh, it's furious.
It's furious.
Cuts to Los Angeles.
They're very
Helicopter.
expressive sharks.
Helicopter lands in the building. They go in, and everything's in orange because in Los Angeles, if it's hot, everything must be orange.
Sure.
It's like a Hollywood film. If they go to Mexico, everything's in orange. You don't just get normal eyesight.
If you've seen what's that film? Paul Haggis film. He's not a paedophile or something, but
Yeah.
He left Scientology, but he just took up pedophilia.
Oh
Rapist. But he. Oh God, I hope he doesn't listen to this.
well,
But his film Traffic.
alleged.
Traffic
Alleged.
in America, blue.
Mm-hmm.
In Mexico, orange.
Orange.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, it's Saffron Burrows, right? Now, this woman cannot act.
No, she doesn't need to act, mate.
She's terrible.
She's bad.
She talks like that. She's like that
She-
girl that's conned everyone. Is it Alicia Vikander? She's conned everybody because when you first saw her, she was a robot, and you go, God, she does robot well. No, that's just her voice.
I think she's wonderful.
She's terrible.
I loved the Tomb Raider we had in it.
Oh my God, that's like the worst. She's terrible.
Fucking loved it.
She's terrible.
I loved it.
She can't
Ma-
act.
Far better.
Do you
than
want
that
to know what?
Bonnie Girl.
Other day on
Bonnie
my
Girl.
on the Amazon apps
I spoke to her
updated on the
Twitter.
Quest.
I said to her, I loved that film. She said, thanks very much.
Stop it. You don't know what you're talking about. and I've got the cinema. So I go into my Quest, and I'm in the cinema, and I thought, oh, there's Tomb Raider. I'll give it another go.
The new one.
Yeah, I'll give it another go.
Loved it.
Because I didn't like it.
Loved it.
The first 10 minutes.
Loved
put
it.
it off.
Loved it.
She's terrible.
She's
it's
great.
Shit.
She's sweaty in it. She's tough.
Terrible.
There's a bit on a plane falling and down.
Yes, I played it.
Loved
in the game.
it. Loved.
That's
I've
from
never,
the game
but
directly.
I've never. You're upset because she doesn't have big square.
Nope,
tits.
nope, not at all.
You wanted her to have big Minecraft tits.
No, I wanted her to be able
You
to
like
deliver
square.
a line.
You like squared. She can.
She,
English is her second language.
I
Give the lassie a
understand, but it's
break.
terrible.
She's wonderful.
Terrible. So, and then there's
I had her booked as a guest next week, and if she hears this, she's not coming on.
That's what happens. And then there's, what's his name? Is it Ronnie Cox? No, not Ronnie Cox.
Big Ronnie Cox.
Ronnie Cox. He's there, sits and says nothing.
Oh, Ronnie.
So-
Is it Ronnie Cox from? Is he in it?
From RoboCop.
Is he in it?
He's in it. He's sitting there doing. If you
Ah.
watched it, but he's sitting there and says practically nothing, and behind him's the real power.
Power on the
And
throne.
it's- and that's
Samuel L.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson. So they're saying, look, you've not got any results. We're pulling it.
Oh, shit.
And she goes, fuck. Have you ever had anyone that's died of Alzheimer's? And he went, well, no. Well, my dad. And she goes into this terrible fucking delivered bullshit piece of script. It's not even a script, it's toilet paper. And she does this line, and he goes,
I like the cut of your jib.
and then it cut. Yeah.
One
And,
last chance.
They're on the helicopter, on the plane together, flying out. He's flying it.
Oh no.
And she said, and he goes, that was a hell of a
Colin
speech.
McRae did that. I'm not a
But
fan.
there's it's just a jump. It's like the conversation they're having goes from the office straight to the
But
plane.
she looks wonderful in a suit.
No, now there's another thing. This is the way you remember it. I've matured.
Uh-huh.
You think, oh, that's a good-looking woman in a suit. No, it's ill-fitting.
She's quite, she's lanky.
She's
Was
lanky.
she a model?
Oh, she must have been
Posh.
at some point.
She's no grown.
She's very posh.
There wasn't any saffron burrows in my council house
No.
estate. And
No.
No
She was
saffron.
very, very posh. She's called Saffron.
I like saffron. The taste of saffron. I bet she.
Oh, don't.
Love the taste
don't,
of saffron.
don't. So they fly out to the facility.
You're calling it the facility.
They
now.
call it the facility.
Okay.
So
But it's a. What's it being used for? What was its previous use?
it was for a submarine refueling
Docking station.
thing, yeah.
Okay, I knew that. I was just testing you.
and
So it's like the Pentagon. There's a wee bit in top.
there's not a lot,
lot of
under-
levels.
lot
Lot of
under.
levels.
But actually, there's a scene in it
Mhm.
near the end where it pans back, and I think the special effects guy, not special effects, yeah, it will be special effects, not visual. I think they built models, and they've put a sunken U-boat in it. There's a U-boat, just they pass it, and there's just a U-boat there.
Oh, I love that shit. That's attention to detail.
That's not detail. That's
Did
stupid.
Adam Savage work on this?
Oh, it's,
So you get to the facility and it's a kind of wacky crew.
as always, like Twister,
But there's a
they're
lot.
all a bit
but there's a
wacky.
lot. It's like Dundee House. There's a lot of staff, but the weather's coming in, so they're all going.
Mm-hmm.
Are they
They're
away
all-
for the weekend?
That's right. They're away for the weekend. It's the shift.
there's
How
a
do you
bit-
remember this? 10
Look,
years.
There's about.
It's a change of shift.
There's about 100 people
Skeleton
there.
crew
They're
at the
all gone.
weekend.
So you've got the sister out of The Sopranos. She's like the fat woman in the.
Yes. She's on the
see?
radio. Well done.
LL Cool J's the cook.
Yes.
He's Parrot.
Uh-huh.
You've got Stella Skarsgård guy. He's the genius scientist.
That's right.
You've got a Saffron Burrows. She's the hard ass.
Uh-huh.
You've got Thomas Jane,
Yeah.
and you've got the ginger-haired guy that's in
Michael
fucking
Rappaport.
Romeo and
Yeah.
Juliet.
Who's meant to be the charmer in this. He's not.
He's not charming.
And then there's the
He's
blonde
a wild
girl.
kind of. Oh, the blonde. She's in
Short hair.
Romper Stomper.
That's right.
See, 10 years ago, motherfuckers.
Oh my God. Oh
10
my
years
God.
ago.
Oh my God.
I don't have to watch a film again.
And I just said that I was offended by the Predator saying that autism was the next stage in evolution. It might be. Jesus.
The blonde lass is great. She's in Romper Stomper. Romper Stomper is a fucking terrific film.
Amazing film.
Still good. I watched it quite
It's the
recently.
only.
Game I watched as well, Once Were Warriors. The
Oh, that's
Maori
great. That's
fucking
great.
stomping
That's
film.
good.
That guy's performance is wonderful.
Yeah, it's a great film. I
Really
really enjoy
good.
that.
I wonder what's that thought in the Maori community. I think they like it.
I would imagine so. It's
Yeah.
it's honest and it's
it's not doing the. I think the Maoris fell under the trap. They got caught up with the Native Americans, noble savages,
yeah,
and they're just fucking
and just people,
Just fucking people,
yeah.
man.
It's like when
The Maoris are a good-looking people, though.
a lot of people are
Aren't they?
shocked when they come to Scotland and we're not all these Highlander types out of Outlander book. It's us you get. It's fucking us.
No,
we go, come on, hen.
We're bad.
We'll power you with a finger.
But imagine some Scottish dude, right? He came from Dundee. He managed to go into a boat.
Okay.
And he'd had rickets.
Oh.
You travel across the fucking, what ocean is it? Pacific, say? Doesn't matter. And you come to fucking Hawaii.
I know.
And no, not Hawaii, sorry, New Zealand. And
Okay.
you meet these Maoris. Well, the Maoris they're the same people, aren't the Maoris? Hawaii. They
Oh yeah, they travelled. Yeah,
incredible people.
Amazing.
And they're tall and good looking.
Yeah.
And you're this wee rickety guy with pock marks.
But they would look at us like a puppy.
Well, there was a king of Hawaii. The Hawaiian royal family interbred. That's all. They all married amongst themselves.
Okay.
The problem was it had bad effects.
Oh.
So some of the offspring would be kind of a wee bit wrong. So they'd throw them off the cliffs.
Mm-hmm.
But at one stage, the king of Hawaii was about 7 feet tall, and he was a fucking genius.
That's what apparently happens every now and then.
Inbreeding.
Yeah.
Darwin was a product of too close inbreeding.
Oh God.
Yeah. Sorry, back to the thing. I'm sidetracking.
You-
So you
you
get
are
to the facility.
sidetracking.
The
And Thomas
facility
Jane-
is nice. It's nice. The set.
No,
it's nice.
no, you like brutalist concrete. The
no,
set
no,
is
but it's
terrible.
do you not like the set?
No, it's
There's a lot of
terrible.
detritus in it. It's quite nice.
It's-
It's a bit of rust. It looks real.
It's terrible.
And everything, any film, it's like alien. Anything when you're on a kind of low ceiling set, it's nice. It's good. I like
it's
it.
a trope.
It's a trope.
It's a visual set trope.
Yeah.
And so they arrive there, and Thomas Jane, there's a shark in the water.
He's in the water.
He dives in with a tiger shark, and it's chasing him. Then he turns and does a sort of roll over it, and then rides on its back.
Right. Can you ride a shark?
I don't know.
Sharks have got 2 penises, so they could ride you.
If a seal is escaping a shark, do you know where it goes?
Well,
It attaches to its tail and follows its tail because it can't bite it. And you'll see a shark trying to turn, and the seal's attached to its tail, just as close as it can.
sharks, because they think they're stupid, but they're fucking genius. They've been around for a long time.
Well, according to
Great-
this, they are genius.
great-
They use a lift.
Great whites will go and they'll peek out. They'll actually like look out of the water to
Oh my
spy
goodness.
stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Imagine being bitten by a shark.
Not good.
Well, they don't eat you really. They bite people and go, "God, you're too bony." Like
Yeah.
you be.
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
They'd give me a good chew, but you, they just
Wouldn't it get through the
wouldn't
skin?
get through the skin.
No.
Aye, so they're there. So this is make or break for facility.
Yeah, and he's
And she's
getting.
been fucking Saffron's been cutting corners.
She
So
has
he's been telling her. Thomas Jane's
Well,
been saying to her.
He's saying, "Don't do this shit," because there's a couple of sharks,
Because
and you see the shadow.
how
of
did they
them.
manage to escape?
Well, hold on. They're 45 foot long
Uh-huh.
because it's illegal to genetically manipulate them, but they've been doing it,
Mhm.
right?
Have they? They've also got. Have they not got these little spikes on them like a tuna?
No.
The sharks. No, but
No, you're remembering
there's
this.
ridges on it that a shark doesn't have.
If you'd watched this, what there is though, there's not spikes on it, but you could see where they've put it together. It's in
No.
sections.
I
And it's good. The animatronics are fine. They're not great, but they're fine.
deep sea.
The CGI is abysmal.
Is it called Deep Blue Sea?
Deep Blue Sea? We've not done one in 6 months, and it required one thing you to watch it, and it's just not. No effort.
That's
That's
deep in an effort.
it's not an
Oh,
effort.
look at
bro.
that picture.
Yeah, they're terrible.
I'm looking.
So anyway,
So yeah,
we'll get a sort of guide to Aquatica. It's called,
Aquatica.
which is a stupid name.
It's not the best.
It's not the best name.
I want to look at these.
And there's
spikes.
windows, and there's windows in the facility that you
Hmm.
wouldn't have to see outside because you don't see anything. But Saffron Burrows is starting to get undressed, and all the fish at the window go away because the sharks are they're
Oh.
piking in. Because to explain to our listeners,
Uh-huh.
the sharks, this is to cure Alzheimer's, as we
Right.
said. So what's more dangerous, a shark with Alzheimer's or without?
So you're saying what they're doing is they've made a genetically modified shark. They made it. They've flowers for Algernon.
Well, they need to get it closer to
Right.
human
So they've
brain,
made.
so they've made it super smart.
The flowers for Algernon a shark.
Yes.
But then they're then giving it Alzheimer's. Or are they just making it super smart,
So they
taking
can
its smart juice and injecting it?
injecting it.
But there's no demented people going about.
That's true, because they've not got that far. In fact,
There should be like just a guy. This is Jim.
later on when
Rocky.
they do get it, it's like yellow,
Aye.
like really dehydrated
It's like
piss that comes out
no,
his
it's
brain.
like
They went, "We got it."
bile. It's like bile.
Yeah, it's horrible. So
what they should have is a guy. This is Jim. We found him wandering in Lockheed High Street. We've shipped him out to Aquatica.
yeah,
We've given him a comfy chair, kind of like the chair out of Frasier. And periodically we're just giving him. So concurrently with the shark, they should have had this old guy getting smarter. So
what I'm watching right now, you know what I'm watching right now? I'm watching a 14-year-old bullshit their way out of trouble with their mum and dad. You're talking about it. Nothing to do with the film. Nothing to do with the film.
Don't make me laugh. I've got broken.
Jesus Christ. This is exactly what your mum and dad had to put up with you. I could see it because not only were you doing it, you kept making eye contact with me to make sure you weren't losing me. And if you were losing me there, I'll bullshit you a bit more. Holy fucking shit.
That was a good idea.
It didn't work. It didn't work. It worked when you were 14. No, it didn't. Because they looked at you and went, look at this little bullshitting bastard. I'll put up with him.
Where have
my
we got to?
God.
Come on, let's see. What...
Now, the soundtrack, you wouldn't know. The soundtrack is so exciting.
I
it's terrible.
I love the soundtrack.
No. Turn
it's
it down.
that band. Hold on. What's the band again? Tip of my tongue.
There's no band. It's just a fucking orchestra, you lying fuck. And I hope you die. And then what I done is I thought this is too powerful soundtrack for what I'm seeing, so I turned the sound down and not much happens.
Right, okay.
You're listening to.
So they're going about. Have they got the scene? Well, obviously they've got the scene. They're all sitting about the kitchen like aliens. They love that scene. Oh, they don't.
No.
Okay.
No. It cuts to Thomas Jane at feeding time. He's swimming through a titanium sort of long tunnel cage thing. And the sharks attack him. And he pulls this gun out and points it, and the shark backs up.
Sharks can't reverse.
And that's what Samuel L. Jackson says. You obviously remember. He goes, I didn't see what I just saw. Did I see it? So I saw it. And then it reverses because it recognised the gun. Now, they don't do that.
They can't reverse.
They can't reverse and they can't recognise guns.
How can you reverse? Because you don't have a tail on your nose.
And they've got gills. They'll drown.
They'll drown.
Doesn't work. So
sharks like me, they
cameras,
never rest. They have to
one by one, take out the cameras.
Oh, fuck.
Because they know they're being watched and they go after Thomas Jane. So he's swimming. He goes, God, I've got to get out of this cage. For some reason. Doesn't say. So he's swimming and one tiptoes up behind him. But you know how he gets away from it? He shoots and it growls.
Noise does carry underwater.
7 times faster.
Sharks
than sound, than air.
Fish do make noises. They communicate with each other.
Do they? But I don't think they growl like a lion.
No, they don't. They don't growl like a lion.
And was it Welker? Is that the guy that does all the voices for like Optimus Prime and that? Well, he does it for the parrot.
Does he?
And I think he might do it for the sharks as well.
They used to think that fish were silent, but they've recorded them. They make little me, oh, and noises. But they also they took a Tyrannosaurus Rex's skull.
Before you continue, any words? Is this anything to do?
No, it's similar. They took it because they always use Tyrannosaurus. It's a similar animal. It's got teeth. Dinosaurs. It's like Jurassic Park. Bear with me here. So they took.
How long we've been going? Half an hour.
So they took a.
We're 2 minutes into the film.
This is hurting me in many ways. And they always used to use lions and bears for the noise for a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Okay.
But they've actually got the nose and the ducts, and they've made the noise, and it's fucking terrifying.
But this is my theory.
It's terrifying.
This is my theory on dinosaurs.
Oh, it's like
they're birds now.
It's like a crocodile noise.
The hissing and everything, and well, check this. This is my theory. What if it was a songbird and it goes, but really loud?
It's a size. You make a kind of sonic sound.
Right.
Pavarotti, if he'd been a thin man, wouldn't have had such long the boom.
But
eyes are
did they have lungs, dinosaurs?
Yeah, everything has lungs. Yeah.
I don't think it had lungs, did it?
No, you needed lungs, mate.
Well, not everyone has lungs. Birds have air sacs.
Yeah,
it's not lungs. So did they have air sacs?
They've got lungs.
Was it lungs or air sacs?
It's lungs.
Because they're birds.
Yeah, but it does the same thing.
No, it's not does the same thing. A lung is one thing, an air sac's completely different.
They breathe. No, but they've got lungs.
No, I agree they breathe, but it's not necessarily a lung. It's not a lung. Oh, right. Anyway,
come on. You're stalling here, mate.
And this is what you done to your mum and dad as well.
You're stalling. Come on, get back to it.
It's like, if this is your gaslighting, you need practice. This is not good.
Get back to it.
So, they go to take a sample.
So how many? There's 3 sharks.
3 sharks, that's correct.
There's the big alpha bitch.
45 foot long.
And then there's the 2 small.
But they only mention that at the end.
Yeah, 2 small. Okay.
So, they're taking
they
go for it, and they've got this shark, and it's out, and they take the stuff out of the brain, and they get it, and they hand it over, and then Skarsgård, he's standing having a cigarette, and he goes to get something, and it turns and bites his fucking arm off. Well, a stuntman's arm. You could see his face clearly. I was watching it in HD.
It's quite a visceral scene.
And there's blood, and I don't care. And then
he's shocked.
We've got to get him out of here.
Yeah.
They call the helicopter. Big problem. There's a storm approaching. So by the time the helicopter gets there, there's a huge tropical depression hit. There's waves, 30-foot waves, but when you actually see it, they're about 2 foot.
Would you be okay under the water, though?
Yeah.
How far down in the sea does a storm come?
It's not very far. It's not very far.
Go on, tell us about your surfing adventures.
It's not very far.
No, it's
and
not
it
far.
doesn't affect you.
Okay, it's like if you're in a storm and you go underneath the snow, dig a snow hole. It's nice and cozy down there.
Well, it's like an earthquake.
Yeah.
The peak of the waves is on the surface where it stops.
Okay.
So, but when you're underground, I don't think it affects you so much.
If you're in your sex dungeon, you'd be fine.
You'll be fine.
Okay.
Well, ish.
It's quite visceral. That bit I remember because it
There's
gets
all
it right off
meat and everything. Yeah.
And there's a lot of pumping.
So they've got to get him away. So they call a helicopter, and a CGI helicopter approaches with CGI waves, and it's abysmal. It's way worse than I remember. So it approaches. We'll cut to this bit fast.
The fat lassie from The Sopranos she's up in her bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Is she playing Bob Marley music?
Yes. Something like that.
Something
like that.
Okay.
So anyway.
I've watched this film 10 years ago.
10 years ago. Unbelievable. So the helicopter approaches. They go out. There's rain. They go, God, there's rain. So
they've got him on a
he's on a stretcher. They hook him up to the cable and they get him away. And then they get into the thing and they close it. Then they watch on camera. Right? And the machine that pulls the cable up breaks and it drops him into the water.
Oh, no.
And they go, oh, no. And she shouts, the Sopranos woman, pull up, pull up. But then the cable goes tight. The shark's got him.
Oh,
and it drags the helicopter through concrete and everything. Now, it doesn't make sense because it would have to be an angle. It doesn't make sense.
Would the helicopter not have a thing where they could just cut the cable?
You would think it could release it or something, but no, they're in trouble. And it pulls it into the facility.
Bang!
Everything explodes.
Sopranos woman blown to smithereens.
She's blown to pieces. Everything blows up.
Everything above.
The sea goes on fire.
Yeah.
The rain's on fire.
Everything above top deck.
Blown to pieces.
Yeah.
So now they can't get out.
Trapped.
Everything's collapsing.
You're like, but the glass is bulletproof. How they get through there?
Oh, just wait.
Oh no.
So where are we now? See,
Come on.
Now
Uh-huh.
they're in this headquarters part of it.
Just checking on dentist.
Okay, the main part.
I'm in the room, don't worry.
And there's a big window like in Jaws 3.
Yeah.
And they're all going, right.
I know, Jaws 3, Jaws 3D.
3D.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, oh, God, this is terrible. This is an awful day. And they look up and they go, what's that? And you see this little figure.
That's quite funny.
And it's the professor in his, because he had the breathing apparatus on. And he's like in a shark's mouth, and the shark throws it. No, it doesn't batter it. It throws it.
That wouldn't work.
It throws him at the thing, and it cracks, and he's stuck in it, like. And there's nothing you could do. And he says, the whole sea's going to come in here, which, if that thing popped, it would just instantly fill. But it turns out, if you can run fast enough and upstairs, you can escape the ocean through a 30-foot wide hole.
That's like in a Total Recall. The window gets shot out.
Yeah, it would just go pop.
It's a safety glass.
It would just go pop.
All the air would just immediately
just pop.
You get sucked off into space.
Sucked off.
Imagine getting sucked off into space.
Would it be good? Everyone says you boil and everything, like, you know, and then you freeze because your blood boils because of the low pressure.
Yeah.
But you freeze in that. But I don't think you do freeze.
No, you don't.
You don't freeze.
The guy freezes in the Event Horizon.
Yeah.
But they just say if you hold your breath. No, you can't hold your breath because that bursts your lungs.
No, you got to breathe out. Same as you can last for a few seconds.
Yeah.
You can last for a few seconds
In the void of space.
In the void of space, and apparently it smells like steak. Getting back to the film.
Right, okay, keep going.
Everyone's trapped. There's explosions. There's waterfall.
Everyone's
it's everything. And it cuts to LL Cool J going, something's not right here.
He's busy with his parrot.
Kind of forgot about him. And then it goes back to him.
Racist?
I don't know. I just think they went, what are we going to do with him? But it turns out he's actually the star of the film.
No, the parrot is, but yeah.
He's he's the hero.
Yeah.
So, how do the sharks play a role in this facility that they're indoors? They kick the door in.
Yeah.
It's a steel door,
And
a bulkhead door, right? With huge World War II closing things on it and steels. They just start smashing it in. It starts bending. They're super sharks.
What dolphins do to sharks?
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins will swim at them at the side and crack into them because they've not got bone. It's cartilage. Sharks.
That's what killer whales do to the shark. And eat their liver.
And they bash into them, and they'll can kill them.
The killer whale breaks them in half, and the liver falls out. And they go, tasty,
Delicious.
and leave the rest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they're in the facility.
So
you're in their world now.
The water comes in, but it only fills up to chest deep, which is handy.
It would just fill up.
Just go thump instantly.
Saying that, there was that guy, take me killing time again.
Yeah.
They found out, I remember they went down to
3 days he was in there.
They went down to a wreck. And
Yeah.
there was a black guy. They just reached out and grabbed the guy's hand.
Just shot myself.
And he looked pale.
He wasn't well. But 3 days in there.
Yeah.
Amazing story. In complete darkness.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'd kill myself.
That's pretty bad, isn't it?
I'm going to have to kill myself.
He probably didn't know how long he'd been in. It probably just completely... The shock at everything that happened.
Have you been in utter darkness? It's weird. No noise.
Yes, I have been. And you see things almost within the first minute.
Yeah.
Your brain starts creating light and everything. Yeah, it's
Back
bizarre.
to the film, mate. Come on.
Back to the film. So LL, he's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
There's something in there
Was
with
he not,
him.
Because he's a good quality chef.
He's good quality.
He's got plans for a restaurant he's going to open.
Well, actually, he
Always
leaves
do.
a video.
Uh-huh.
And the video is he wasn't a good father, he wasn't a good husband.
Oh.
And what my legacy is, and he gives you an omelette recipe.
Jesus. What's he doing now?
I don't know.
He's a bit jacked. He's a
He's
bit
huge
roidy,
now.
isn't he? He's a bit roidy.
He's a bit huge.
It's
a bit like Dave Chappelle.
Uh-huh.
He was just this skinny guy, and now he's big. He's got a deep voice.
Yeah.
Cigars. So
Roids
and cigars. So there's something in the water. So he sees a shark come towards him. He goes out. He climbs
He sees
up.
a fin.
Yeah, but do you know how he escapes the shark?
Climbs in the oven.
Well, first he hides behind the door,
Well, I would do that.
and it goes past him. It's looking
Well,
for
you
him.
know why they're in the kitchen. Because it's like Jurassic Park. They've thought, well,
Kitchens
stuff's
work.
good. Yeah.
So, like you say, he goes, where am I going to go? So he goes in the oven. Now, this thing just bashed through a bulkhead door,
Yeah.
but it can't get through oven glass.
Well, mate, it looks like a German oven.
It's a good
quality
oven. Well, not really, because LL Cool J takes his axe and chops his way
It climbs up.
into the next oven, right? But
Snatching it.
now, I'm not making this up.
Hold on.
The shark puts the gas on.
It does. But does it eat the parrot?
It eats the parrot.
Because
It does eat the
he sees
parrot.
his parrot. Is he not reaching for the
Yeah,
parrot?
and it eats the parrot. That's right.
Sharks don't eat a parrot.
It's not going to eat the parrot.
Oh, no, saying I've seen sharks eat albatross chicks. There's an island.
Oh, God. To do with the film.
It's shark related. And these albatross...
Look at the waste. Look at pages and pages.
There's an island. It's like an island, a strip of land.
1, 2,
And
3,
these-
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 pages.
And albatross. The minute they land, the practice of...
Does it hurt? Fucking good.
Okay, go on. Sorry. Keep going.
I've lost my place.
Yeah, you do. You have.
Hold
you did
on.
that a few years ago. So he's escaped the oven. He kills the shark.
he gets it, and then he says to it,
Does
"You
he
ate
call
my parrot," and his lighter works first time, and he throws it because it's been breathing in the gas, and it explodes.
It's not going to happen.
It's so fucking stupid.
I thought it was microwaved like a gremlin, but it's a
There's
gas.
shark vision as well, which is sort of wobbly. I hate it. I hate it. Okay, so everyone heads down and said, right, We can't get out of here. There's only one way to go. We go down
A shaft.
to the sub,
Go down. Okay.
and then we get up.
Up, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they go down to the sub. The sharks come in and smashed it up. The shark smashed it up. They say the shark
But they're not
smashed
just
it
a
up.
shark, as we're suggesting.
How
a
could they
super
get-
smart shark.
But they got in, walked around out the water and smashed up the submarine. The
Thrown-
submarine was out the water.
Throwing stuff.
Well, they threw the other guy. to
Aye,
be
they've
fair.
thrown stuff.
So like, what we're going to do? And they're all feeling lost. What we're going to do? And Samuel L.
takes
Jackson
the
goes,
he's like,
listen,
fuck, shut the fuck
first
up.
thing we do, put on the
Motherfuckers.
wetsuits. That'll stop hypothermia. Second thing, we're going to figure out how to do this. We have to go outside. It's as simple as that. We will swim
Everybody
to the top.
falls into line.
And they're all
even,
like-
even Thomas James.
And he's
like
going,
that.
yeah, okay, because, and he says, and we're going to get out of here. And a shark jumps up through the open bit at the bottom, bites him in half and drags him in. It's CGI and it's rubbish. And that's the shocking bit.
It's
because
quick. It's quick.
at that time,
Uh-huh.
he was super huge.
Yeah.
And he got killed halfway in a
Yeah.
film and
I
people were
love
shocked.
that. He'll have loved that.
People were shocked
He'll
by
have
it.
loved that.
It was rubbish. He went away playing
when
golf.
Steven Seagal got killed in that executive decision, they had to fool him into thinking because he didn't want to die. So they just
said, no, you
You're
made
okay.
it. You
just-
made it.
yeah.
But your CGI person goes, flip. Right out of it.
So that was good. No, I like somebody to die. That doesn't happen enough and stuff. You've got to be willing to kill any fucker in a TV show or a film.
I agree.
Because I'm watching Lord of the Rings tonight and I'm hoping people die.
Oh, was the first one any good? I just can't face it.
First 2 episodes tonight, mate. Tonight.
All right. Okay.
And House of Hammer about Arnie Hammer.
Oh, I'm going to watch that.
I will
I'm
watch
watching
that. I'll
that.
watch that.
I'm not watching Lord of the Rings, but I'll watch
God, you
that.
will, you will.
Now, Rappaport is in this, and he's an engineer.
Right.
But the problem is with an engineer.
He's like the Harry Dean Stanton in Alien. He's the
Yeah.
working class guy.
The working class engineer. But they asked him, they said, what's the pressure this could take? Well, the pillars could take 7 tons, and this could take... And he's like a savant.
Yeah.
He's a psychic
Yeah.
engineer, where he knows everything
Yes.
about engineering.
Mm.
Now, my mate was an engineer, and you'd go, what's that? And they'd go, I don't know. I'd have to find out, like any other person.
All engineers know is the difference between a Phillips and the screw head screws.
No, that's a good
all
thing
they
to
know.
know. That's a good
That's all they
thing.
know.
Engineers,
Uh-huh.
right,
Mhm.
are as much fun as accountants at parties. I know that for a fact.
Right. Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just saying it. I know engineers, and I know them, and they're good people. But
Mm-hmm.
at a party,
So far we've lost Fat Woman out of fucking Sopranos.
She's gone.
One parrot.
one
Stella
party,
Skarsgård.
He's
and
gone.
Samuel L.
he's gone.
Now hold. Here's one for you.
Yeah.
Does a shark need to eat regularly?
Is this about the film?
Yeah. Does
Yes.
a shark need to eat regularly,
Oh,
or does it eat and then
I'm
it
not
can?
too sure.
I don't think it's got a slow metabolism.
Yeah, I think it can.
So to have a meal,
It's
these
not like
are
a
just
cheetah or
greedy
something.
shark.
A
Do you know
cheetah has to
why?
eat it all
You
the
know
time.
why?
Why?
Big brain, super brains makes them more hungry.
Oh.
Okay. That's
Okay.
about the film. Right, continue.
So anyway,
Uh-huh. The dentist no phone me.
I could see that. I noticed I've not phoned you, and you know what? They're not going for.
They're fucking
not,
me.
They're not going to.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, they open up the shaft because they said that we're not going in there. So they open up the shaft. It fails. All the water comes
Right.
in. So they're fucked up, right? So
Would you
Jane comes up with this. Oh yeah, the pressure changing there.
Yeah.
Probably it's not going to be good.
No.
Now the water's coming in.
Mm-hmm.
There's an open bottom tip which takes the pressure away. The whole thing should have flooded.
That's okay. Be by and
But
by.
the water's coming in. He says, I've got an idea because they're
Mm.
going up the shaft and it's all filling up. You know what we'll do?
Mm-hmm.
Open another door and the water will go away. He fucking says that. If we open that door there, all the water will go away. The sea will go down that door and not bother us.
The sea would have just rushed into the whole facility.
Yeah.
Have they closed any bulkheads? And
A couple of
as
doors.
they're going through, are they doing the whole bit?
A couple of
Oh,
doors.
aye,
but
just-
it's,
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
So, anyway, where are we? So, everything will go away. And this is what I put. I was so angry. Everything will go away at the same time. And the sharks, the water pressure, fire,
Yeah.
heart disease, male pattern baldness,
Everything.
it'll all go
Get rid of
away.
everything.
He
Uh-huh.
says that. We'll be fine if we open that door. I'm fucking angry at this point. The ladder falls that they're on.
And the poor wee lass,
And the girl that's blonde, she's
she really,
hanging.
she's scared and doesn't want to die. That's a very good performance from her. Did you not find it quite emotive?
Let me remember from last night. It was all right.
Yeah, she doesn't want to die. No, it's
but she's in the water.
Stuck with me.
So Jane runs along and he hangs upside down to get her, and she goes blump.
Can't help it.
And then the hand comes out to grab him, but a shark's holding her, and then drags her down screaming.
Oh.
Didn't
She
care.
didn't deserve that. She's a nice lassie.
They're stuck.
Yep.
Can't find a way out.
Are they all together by this
They're all together on the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
Well, LL Cool J's not
Separate.
there because the door opens. He goes, "You want out?" So they all get out. So he saved them. Now the facility's actually starting to collapse, right?
Just all crumbling.
Now, Burroughs is still there. Now, Jane goes in the toilet and he's got, "My skin's hemorrhaging. I need to put some Savlon on it because the sharks will come after me." They're coming after you anyway. They're breaking through fucking doors, you daft cunt. But anyway, and she goes, yeah, I think I made some mistakes here. Thanks very much for helping us.
Scottish.
That's her voice.
Saffron McBurrows.
That's her voice, and I'd like to thank you for turning up.
But
and
they've
whatnot.
got a real sexual tension.
No, they do not.
They do. It's palpable.
You're told there's sexual tension.
He's a bit of rough, and she's a posh girl, and it's like,
yeah, he's hip hop and she's ballet. We get it.
We're throbbing.
But there's no sexual tension at all because
they boned each other during the making of the film.
That would have been disgusting.
They boned each other.
That would have been horrible. It's just bones.
He was in a TV show called Hung, about a man with a gigantic penis.
My life story.
Just to let you know.
So
no, that you made Chode.
Chode. So, God, what's up? Oh, yeah. So, Jane, he goes down underwater. He's up to something. Now, I lost track of what was going on. He's underwater, and there's a body falls, and he gets a fright.
Whose body was it?
I think it was Skarsgård's, but it was the model, and it just didn't look good.
Aye.
So, they do something with the power to get it on or off. Underwater.
So, 2 sharks left.
2 sharks left. But they're underwater with massive power.
Yeah.
Just put on.
How far would electricity go? Say you're in a swimming pool.
It dissipates.
Somebody threw in a Dyson Hoover.
It's Ohm's law.
Uh-huh.
So it's the resistance, and there's an equation you can do to find out how far. It's not far.
If you were close, you would get a zap. But
yes.
Okay.
Yes. If it's contained, but if someone puts an
but would the generators
cable,
not have gone off with the whole place blowing up?
Well, the generators were completely underwater,
so they wouldn't be working.
So they
Water's
had
not
lights,
good.
and they're underwater putting them on and off.
Because I often just dry my hair in the bath. Is that a good idea? Okay, when I'm curling it and stuff with the tongs.
You know what? It's an excellent idea. You keep up with that. Fucking bastard. So Burroughs goes looking for her zip drives.
No, but she's dedicated. You're down on Burroughs. But this is a lassie.
She's went too far.
She's trying to make a difference.
She's went too far. She's made Frankensharks.
Again,
they'll be walking on land, killing people.
They need legs first. Marie Curie, she died searching for the people. No.
You know what I liked in Spain?
If this was a real person, Saffron Burroughs' character, she'd be on a stamp just now.
No, she's a piece of shit.
She'd be on a stamp.
I was in Spain, and know what I liked? The water would come in and just wash back, and all these little fish would work their way up to get stuff off the sand. And when the water came up again, it took them away. Evolution.
Mud skippers.
Yeah, exactly. They just walk around people's houses.
Not quite as walk around as that, but
anyway.
This year.
So
she's been separated.
She's looking for her.
Now this is her using her brains.
No, she's not. Why you go chest deep in water when there's sharks
she's
about?
Using her brains. No, but she's trying to save us. She's looking out for her brains.
No,
the lassie's good.
So anyway,
this is a bit pervy. This scene.
Something comes up behind her. She turns around. It's the dead shark that she took the brain out of. Scary. But then it cuts directly to another dorsal coming up. This shark's sneaking through the room.
Just sneaking.
Like that. It's dead quiet. Goes to get her.
She's like using
sneaky bastard.
It's up on the table.
What did she do? The first thing? Strips off. Now. She strips off.
Ken what it had the vibe of?
I hated that bit.
It had the vibe of an audition. Like an Epstein audition.
Yeah.
Like a Harvey Weinstein audition.
Very like that.
She didn't look comfortable taking her clothes off.
It was awful. And then the thing is, right, she stands up because she uses her wetsuit to insulate her from the water. Yeah. Her wetsuit's already soaking wet.
She's standing in a puddle.
And how do you get electricity?
Salt water would be more conductive, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So you take the cable and just pull it out the wall. Go and pull a cable right now.
Let's do it.
No, you will not. Very difficult. But she takes this. Now, the thing is, on the conduit, it unscrews, but she pulls the threads right out. It just goes,
She's
stupid.
sinewy.
And she's
got a wonder bra on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's wearing white underwear, and it just seems very odd. I don't like this scene.
No, it's weird.
So
she kills that fucking shark.
So she kills it, and it's just stupid.
No, but that's
what I put.
Beauty and the Beast. But it's like,
but you know what happens?
Her, like,
but you know what happens? All her zip drives, they're all burnt.
Fuck.
She's lost the knowledge. She's lost it. That's the end of it. By the way, earlier on in the film, when they took the juice out of the shark's brain, put it in the computer, tested it, and it worked. That quick as I said it.
Yeah.
And the graphics showed neurons firing little lightning. Pew, pew.
So basically, this would have helped Michael J. Fox.
What? He'd be a better swimmer.
No, if they'd injected the stuff in his brain, it'd have cured these MS and stuff.
He's Parkinson's.
What's the same? They're all.
It's really,
I think this is a cure-all.
It's really not.
Shark brain stuff. It's not just Alzheimer's. I think it's all of them.
So they realise
shocks. They give people.
We're getting back to the film, dude.
Okay, I'm doing it
because you can't remember this at all now.
I remember.
So now they've got to swim 60 feet to the top to the surface.
It's just
now.
the two of them left. No,
there's three of them.
Three of them.
LL's still there. So they've
Four
got to swim.
Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry.
To the top.
Right. The shaft.
Oh no. Rappaport's been eaten by this point. Because they're putting the electricity and they turn around, it just grabs him and bites him in half. He's dead. There's three of them gone.
Oh no.
See, if you've watched it. So anyway, they've got to get 60 feet to the top, and they says it's okay. They're attracted to colour and sound. So what we're going to do is use these fire extinguishers and put them up, and they'll be attracted to them.
No, they're too smart for that.
But they float up with them. So all you're doing is saying, we're here, but louder.
But there's just one shark left.
But they get to the top.
It's the smartest one.
They get to the top. And they get out.
Clever girl.
It's very scary. And they get out in time, right? But then they notice something.
What?
This fucking shark, they went, this has been its plan all along.
To get to the top.
To get to the top. And it's been herding us, using us to flood the facility so it can go through the facility and get out the top of the lift.
Clever bitch.
Which is stupid.
Clever.
And it's going to escape and get into the world. If it gets out there,
just have jumped over the wall.
They can't have it breathing.
No.
Right.
Because it's super intelligent.
Smart sharks.
Better have smart sharks.
Some will have Alzheimer's, some will be smart. Some will just sink. Some will
they won't have Alzheimer's. I'm not giving them Alzheimer's yet, have they?
I don't know. I don't care. But anyway, they go, right.
They could breed with other animals.
We've got to harpoon it.
An octopus is clever.
Would you shut the fuck up?
Been better than a shark.
Shut the fuck up. Just thinking, has a brain for every tentacle.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he goes to fucking get it.
Misses.
Like, it's too far. I can't see it.
What does Saffron do?
And she goes, it'll go after one thing. He goes, what's that? Bait. Now.
That's a bleak ending.
No, fuck her. Because you know what she says?
What?
As the shark turns, she cuts the blood. She cuts her hand and it bleeds.
That means it's not that clever.
And you know what she says?
It's not that clever.
You know what she says?
What?
Come to mama.
Oh, brilliant.
I wanted to smash my telly.
Come to her. No, but that means this is a super smart shark. And it's basically still just driven by its primal instincts.
Porridge this morning.
Porridge. Well, a wee bit of honey.
A little bit of black cherry jam.
Oh, you should put a wee bit of salt in it.
Salt? No, I don't put salt in anything.
Your porridge?
No.
Don't put salt in
anything. Don't put salt.
Salt gives flavour to everything.
I hate salt. And one of my problems is I don't have enough salt. They're not phoning you.
Dentist.
They're not phoning you. It's not a dentist. You went to the doctor last week. I'm not convinced it was a doctor. I don't know where you're going. Is it down the docks? Do they have any office near the docks?
He had a Russian accent. I went on to a Hulk. Getting an old boat down there. Not in the water, it's up on some bricks.
Yep, I know the one.
No.
Actually, there is a house on bricks that I cycle past.
On bricks?
And I see lights on it every night and a TV going. I think someone lives in it.
A house on bricks?
Yeah, it's on the other side of the dock. It's on the docks, you've got the security fence.
Yeah.
And it's on the inside of it. And there's a boat up on basically bricks there. And I think someone's living in it, yeah.
Brilliant.
It looks nice. Looks nice.
Okay.
So anyway, they go, we need to quickly make dynamite.
So she's eaten.
She's eaten. The shark goes after her. She can't get out of the water. that eats her. I put Team Shark.
You're very down on Saffron.
I don't like her. Now, Thomas Jane escapes
That
the
means
shark.
that means she's done her role. She's been a good actress because she's supposed to not be a very pleasant character, and you've not liked her.
I disagree.
So she's done her job well.
With her acting.
She's done her job.
Now, how does he escape this giant shark, smart shark, attacks him? He does a forward roll and then hangs on it.
Okay.
And then he's hanging on it. And it's like, fuck, what's he going to do? And then, because you think, at this point, LL Cool J, you think he's done. Because he's been injured. He's been bitten.
Bleeding out.
And it dragged him around. I forgot to mention that, but he's dying.
I know, I was going to say to you because I remember
Yeah. And then you see this hand, dun, 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 and it's him. And he grabs the gun and he goes, I can't do it because Thomas Jane's right. And he goes, shoot. So he shoots it and it goes through his dorsal and Thomas Jane's leg. So it's got dynamite. It's attached to him and he's like, oh, well, he's fucked. And he's going, blow it. And it goes underwater. And LL's going, I'm going to have to do it. And he just goes, boom. Just red, stuff like that. And then Thomas Jane comes out the water saying, I got out earlier, I'm fine.
It reminds me of that bit. Can that whale and the blew up in America? It was on the beach. Thought, we'll just put dynamite under it and blow it up.
Yeah.
Chunks of whale meat.
Oh, they were landing on cars and shit.
Cars a mile away.
LL.
I really enjoyed that.
Sees Jane. And they both go,
all that death's been forgotten.
And he says, Carter, that's his name in the film, first time mentioned it, bring me some sushi. He's bleeding to death. Jane's been shot through the leg with dynamite.
Why has nobody come out? Why is there no helicopters?
They don't care.
Nobody cares.
Is
it a secret facility?
The boat, the shift change turns up and they're all waving as they're doing it. And they went, change of shift. And they all laugh. There's been death and destruction of their friends around them. It's been horrific. And they all just laugh.
And the thing is, everything they've done.
Fucking stupid, I put. Look, zero guffs.
What they should have done is had, like, a shark, a baby shark.
Just swim away.
Yeah.
Just a baby.
You know what I mean? Did they have that?
But a baby shark,
because like, follow-up.
You see it putting a rucksack on and then you know it's smart.
Way college.
Yeah, you know it's smart.
Way Angus College to do a home economics degree.
Angus College. Okay, to our listeners, Angus College in Dundee is in Dundee. It's either the Dole or Angus College.
Yeah, you learn how to bake a tatty. A lot of people go. That place makes a fortune.
Teacher training. That's how low standard it is. Teacher training.
A shark would do well there.
A shark would do better than a lot of the teachers that come out of there.
A shark. An octopus. I loved that film.
It was terrible. The soundtrack was bombastic and it didn't match.
When was this film?
1999.
Jesus.
99, 23 years ago, man. Oh, and it's not good.
How's Saffron Burrows look?
Oh, go and have a look at Saffron Burrows right now. She's changed. She has cheekbones, shall we say. Now, she's always had them, but I don't know what's happened.
She looks a bit like that terrible singer.
Oh, that terrible. Tori Amos? No.
No, her that she's got a similar like insect look. Her did Blue Peter's daughter.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know who you mean. Blue Peter's daughter. I know exactly who you mean.
Oh yeah,
Ellis.
What's she doing there?
Janet Ellis's daughter. No, Thomas Jane. The funny thing is, a lot of the guys that were in this film. And the girl that was in Romper Stomper, she looks great. She's aged properly. Everyone looks great.
Jane,
they've all aged properly, but Saffron Burrows is
she's got. But what's she
Hollywood face.
Honestly, what's Saffron Burrows been doing?
I don't know. I think she's just I think she spends time being Saffron Burrows.
Is she
I think that's what happens.
Bisexual actress. Oh, enigmatic actress.
Enigmatic. That means not very good.
Oh, she was in Troy. She was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, God. She'd be terrible in that. She'll be talking like this.
She's a committed social justice activist.
Aren't we all?
She's mine.
I once got eaten by a shark. Oh, she's terrible. Terrible. She's speaking to the mic.
Yeah, she's given birth to 2 kids with her wife. Her and her wife have had 2 bairns.
That's wonderful, but she still can't act.
I think she comes from a lot of money.
Oh, do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Saying that, if you grew up in a council house if my mum and dad had said, we'll call him Tristan, Tristan, or
Oh, you'd get murdered.
yeah, you get killed.
You'd get murdered.
Get
There's no doubt about it. But you see that
I love
in
that.
Hollywood.
I love that film. What talking about this film has encouraged me to do.
Watch a film.
Watch a film.
You prick.
Watch a film.
I bet you go home tonight and watch this.
I'll watch it.
I think I'll watch
I
it.
think we did quite well.
We.
I remembered more than you'd have imagined.
16 pages.
Oh, come on. But it's just running about when you think about it.
When you think about it, you're meant to watch the film.
Uh-huh.
You should have phoned me and says, I can't do it.
Maybe I did watch a film and this is all just a thing.
Maybe you fucking didn't.
Maybe it's a bit.
Jesus Christ. Well, that was the
I loved it.
semi-successful return to Celluroids.
I enjoy it. I think they'll get that.
I'll make sure you'll watch the next one.
What was the film we'll get to watch next?
Darkman was said.
Darkman. Yeah,
we could do Darkman.
Yeah.
Or, as you discussed the other day, and I watched the trailer for it.
Oh, Blackbird.
Oh my God. Michael Flatley's Blackbird.
His masterpiece. It's been leading to this.
Years I've been waiting on it. Now, I told my girlfriend, I swear to God, I thought she almost cried with joy. And it was so... And watching the trailer, I watched her watch the trailer, and it was wonderful. She watched it about 5 times.
His heart.
It's so good.
His heart. The way he's got that jaunty heart.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned, and I'm about to sin again.
I discovered yesterday that Martin Short,
Yes.
he's not gay.
No.
He's married with 3. He's had 3 kids.
Did you think he's that? See, that's acting.
That's
Father of the
acting.
Bride.
Yeah, Martin Short.
Martin Short, if you ever watch him in an interview, he does the greatest interview you could ever do.
He's an old
sharp.
He's 67 years old.
He's sharp as fuck.
Old fashioned. Him and Steve Martin are doing a Netflix special.
All right. Well, I could see why.
Just the two of them.
I've not seen their show. Is it good? Murders in the Building.
No, I've not seen it. It's got her with the kidney problems.
Yeah, but Martin Short in an interview, he's non-stop. He is non-stop. He is so fucking clever.
Do you like the Three Amigos?
Wonderful. Do you know what he's best in?
I like him in Mars Attacks. He's
good. Inner Space.
Oh, Inner Space is a great film.
Is storming in Inner Space.
I love Inner Space.
You think about the physical acting and then all the sensitive bit. Everything. Martin Short was absolutely
brilliant.
The
bit that the villains in Inner Space are slightly smaller and they can't use the phone because all the money in their pockets.
It's great. That's a great film.
Isn't it?
That's a great film.
Maybe watch Inner Space.
Inner Space is a great film.
Poor, what's his name? Dennis Quaid's he's had some work done.
Has he had work done? Same as his ex, Meg Ryan, in it as well.
The two of them. Oh, she looks like, I don't know what.
Meg shot Ryan. Their career in the foot. You just can't do it. In the face.
You can't, as an actor, you just can't do that.
Can't do it, man. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. Well, ladies
get a little
and
bit
gentlemen,
of stuff done in the eyes to make you look a bit brighter.
But sparkly. Well, that was like that Brian Callen, the comedian. And he got all these rape allegations against him just as he got his eyes done. So no matter what he said, he'd go like that. I didn't do it. And it was just like, he didn't look convincing at all. It looked like everything he said was a lie.
Has he dodged that?
I don't know what's going on. I think it might still be
The
ongoing.
thing is, Ken Lad Baby. Somebody said that he groped her. Somebody's made an accusation against him. He's a piece of shit anyway. He's one of these charity guys. Always suspicious of people involved in charity like that.
In charities, so heavily.
Savile charity, you always go, why are you so involved in charity? Because it's hard to criticise somebody that's charity. But
I know people that still live on the warm glow of giving £5 to Live Aid 40 years ago.
I never gave them any money.
Do you know what I mean?
The thing about these accusations is you'd rather have your day in court. At least you can prove it. But if there's some kind of accusations, it can kind of just lingers.
But Brian Callen, there was a lot of accusations.
Yeah, I think there's a lot.
And then there was Whitney Cummings on his show. Was with him and said there was one time I was in the car with you and I just looked across and you had your dick out. And she said it to him on the show and they're just laughing about it. So that behaviour was there. I've never done shit like that.
What I'm astonished by, Louis C.K.
Yeah.
He was masturbating constantly. He'd folk his room and he'd get naked and start knocking one off. In offices, he'd wank off on the phone. There's a guy called Tom Segura.
Yeah, I watched
Tom Segura and his wife had Louis C.K. on, and the wife's looking at Louis C.K. Poor man, you've been through the ringer. What's that bullshit?
Do you know what it is?
If he was a tramp in the street, they'd say, get him in jail.
I've figured it out.
It's fucking appalling. It's appalling.
I've got a real theory.
Aye, what is it?
Stand-up comedians in America are actually the Illuminati. And you know how you can tell them? They're all smoking cigars. They're all protecting each other. It's all eyes wide shut.
Their whole attitude is, which
Fuck
I agree
them.
with. You're allowed to make dark jokes.
That's fine.
You cannot. People should be able to make offensive.
That's
things.
fine. That no one's
But
arguing with that.
They're bleeding in their life. They think, oh, but we're jokesters. We can get our cock out. It's funny. You're just a fuck you. No, that's not wrong. On stage is one thing. To your fucking assistant, that's a completely.
See, that's the thing with Bobby Lee. He's always getting his cock out, and he's been doing it for years, behind the scenes, and it's like maybe it's time to stop that shit because it can get you in sticky situations.
Why is that allowed? Why is that okay in comedy?
Oh, because you're a comic. You're a welder. You can't do that shit.
I was hearing about Barack Obama's 60th birthday party, and Barack Obama uninvited all the people that helped Barack Obama, all these kind of wonks from the political scene, a guy Axelrod and stuff. They're not invited. Bruce Springsteen's there. And there's a theory all Obama wanted to become president for was so he could mix with celebrities.
Oh.
And he's ditched all these like boring kind of people who were actual helped him get Obamacare.
Illuminati.
Obamacare, the people who helped get that over the line, they don't get to go to the party. But fucking Christy Teigen did.
Can I end? Because I said welder. It reminded me of a joke. And it's a Norm Macdonald joke.
Norm Macdonald seemed like a good guy.
He seemed good.
Yeah.
And gambling problem, but a good guy. And he had this joke where there's this little boy. Boys, and he finds this welding mask and puts it on. And he's having a great time. He's adventures in space and that. And this van pulls up. And the guy goes, "You want a ride?" So the little kid mistakenly gets in the van. And he's sitting, and the guy goes, they're driving along, goes, "Do you want to suck a cock?" And then the little boy goes, No, of course not, that's terrible. He goes, "Would you like your cock sucked?" And he goes, No, that's terrible, And he says, "Would you like a big cock in your arsehole?" And he goes, "Oh, I see what it is. I'm not a real welder."
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, on that note,
I enjoyed
Celluroids.
that. Hold on, I'm going to give it 10 guffs. 10,
I give
10
it
roids.
0. 10 out of 5.
10 out of 7.
Okay. I give it 0. It's a pile of shit. If you've seen it, which you probably have.
It's better than the Meg.
Don't watch it.
It's better than the Meg.
No, it's not.
Because the Meg have got like a bigger station, but it never gets used.
But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't attack the station.
That handsome fella, Ruby Rose, is in it.
She's a worse actress than
She
Saffron
is worse.
Burrows.
She is worse. But she puts most of her acting into her hair. She's terrible.
She's striking, but she's terrible.
Oh, she's a beautiful woman.
Did you see
beautiful,
her,
but
did you see her in that
Christ,
Batgirl?
Oh,
but
yeah.
There's a film she's in called the Au Pair. She gets a job as a doorman at a hotel.
Yeah.
And she's wearing a little peaked hat. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
She's wearing a little peaked hat.
I don't know what to say about it. There's some bad film she's in.
Yeah, I think she's run out of career. I think she's run out of career.
She's done. That one with she was in with Morgan Freeman. And she's like an assassin or something. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's not even a film.
But did she not say
it's
that
weird.
Did she not try and say that the Batgirl thing was like caustic? She was getting bullied.
She was bullied and then she injured herself on set.
The rest of the cast
like,
said, no, we all got on fine. She's a pain in the arse.
Yeah.
Oh.
Apparently she was screaming at someone that spilt something.
Oh.
She spilt out at them and then she just laughed about it. And really bad behaviour on set. She's good looking. And because of that, I'll forgive her.
Yeah, you will.
That's what happens. That's how it works, isn't it?
It does happen, mate.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Until next
we'll
time.
find our feet with this. In 6 months we'll watch another film.
16 pages.
In 6 months we'll watch another. But you enjoyed it.
No, it didn't. Did you not listen to me in the last hour? I didn't enjoy it. I had a terrible time last night.
Oh.
And then after watching it, I had to come down here to work till fucking 2:30 in the morning.
You picked.
Fucking, I'm tired.
You've got to.
Until next
You
time.
can't bottle lightning, mate. You cannot bottle lightning.
Until next time.
Ta-ta, folks.
Laters.
Please wash your buttholes. Ta-ta.
Oh, my God.
Well, what am I supposed to say?